One of my friends told me about this James Charles controversy. I've never talked about James Charles in my life, but I watched a little bit of his original video. If you don't know, a laid off employee of Spirit Airlines reached out to him asking for help after losing her job. People took it as very insensitive. Yeah, let's just watch the original video and then hop into the apology video. So I'm just reading this Reddit post, or the first place I was able to find the original video. James Charles took time out of his busy schedule, checking his DMs for messages from underage boys, to record and post a video berating a woman who reached out asking for help after losing her job at Spirit Airlines. What are your thoughts? Of course, he deleted the video after he received backlash. Just another privileged, classist, white male who eagerly took the opportunity to tear down a woman, and to post this to his millions of followers. Disgusting and uncalled for. I mean, this dude wears makeup. Like, are we really gonna put him in the same class as, like, a Ryan Gosling? Like a classist white male, privileged? I just don't see him in the same category of privileged, classist white male. Like, you just can't clump them all together. He's definitely received so much more hate as a dude who wears makeup than just a regular white guy. So let me just put that out there, but let's watch this video.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you? Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies. Go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh. What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Okay, so that's it. Like I said, I've never talked about James Charles. I have never watched his stuff. That was a little funny. I was Mr. Beast, I just hired 17,000 Spirit Airline employees back. That's funny. Sometimes I'll see people put up GoFundMes for random things, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Go make money. So sometimes I do have that same mentality, but at the same time, I'm like if I put out a GoFundMe and been I'm really struggling right now, I'm working as much as I can, but also I'm drowning in bills and all this. Could I put out a GoFundMe and people just pay me because I'm struggling? I think there's a little bit of pride that comes with that. Isn't pride one of the sins or something? You're not supposed to have pride, but I don't know. Did he say the girl's name? Did he, like, the only defining factor anybody has, is that she was a laid off Spirit Airlines employee. That's it. Unless she came out and said James Charles did this, and I think maybe even she did. Google AI, Gemini. Thanks, Gemini. Charles sent a private apology message to Vargas, acknowledging his behavior and allegedly donating $5,000 to her GoFundMe. Vargas publicly shared the private DM but rejected the apology, stating in a video, "Hell no, I don't accept his apology because he embarrassed her publicly first." So I need to know, how do people know who she is? He didn't name her.
Apology, so I'm just going to answer it right together. Hell no. I don't accept his apology, especially because he was very publicly with what he said, and then you thought it was okay to message me privately. No. So he did message me. Here's a screenshot. And I don't accept it.
But she accepted the $5,000 to her GoFundMe. There's some certain things that I don't know about this that I think are important, of like, how did people know it was her? How can you embarrass someone publicly if they never give a description for who you are other than you were an employee of Spirit Airlines? I wish I could go back to that original video and like see the comments and everything. I do have this Reddit thing that I'm sure people are ripping apart. I can't stand listening to him. This person says no. His shtick and personality were okay when he was a teenager, but as an adult man, it's just annoying and weird. He hasn't matured since then at all. Embarrassing. Arrested Development. Literally like nails on a chalkboard to me. I would welcome that sound after listening to this. He's repulsive. People throwing tomatoes and chairs and pads. The irony of everything he said. Him calling anyone else entitled when he is probably one of the most entitled influencers out there. This video really highlights how fucking psychotic he is, the movements and everything, my god. He is pure evil. The laugh is just pure evil. It gave me chills. I can't explain it. He is fucking disconnected from reality and has no clue what normal people are going through. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart. When has he ever been to the real world? Did he ever have a real job and felt the fear of losing it? I am disgusted by this subhuman. Okay, I'm not here to react to celebrities and how they respond to things or how they live their life. What I'm interested in is human behavior. Not even necessarily his, but everyone else's behavior after he put this out. This comment saying this video really highlights how fucking psychotic he is. I love how everybody just diagnoses people these days. When I say I love it, that means I hate it. It just groups the psychotic people in with the actual psychos. I talked about this on another video of people saying like, oh, you have some serial killer behaviors or tendencies. And it's like, no, I just put on my shoes. One sock, one shoe, one sock, one shoe. That's not a serial killer behavior or tendency. That's just me putting on shoes in a way that you don't put on shoes. And so for people just to being like, he's psychotic, he's pure evil. Again, first time talking about him, I don't know what he's done legally. Obviously, the Reddit thread said something about young boys, and I saw on another video while I was looking up this other one. So I don't know his situation, what he's gone through. There's another comment here that says, it's actually crazy with all the accusations against him that he still has an audience. It's mainly from him rebuilding on TikTok with an even younger audience. So I don't know what happened there. I will say on his YouTube, I opened up a video the other day just to see I was like, are people going to blow his shit up like so many other people do? It says, never make me go 2 weeks without a video again. Still a fan. Thank the Lord you're back. My Fridays have been so lame without you. How dare you skip 2 weeks not posting? Finally, at least we're back. The real ones are here for support. Happy late birthday, James. Glad to see you're back. There we go. Zero guilt, huh? It's sad that thousands of people support this man. Why are y'all still supporting him? Yes, Coca-Cola, hello, I've been waiting for this. Trash is trash, no matter how much makeup you put on it. Your fans are so delusional, they couldn't see a terrible person if they hit them in the face. Okay, so here's what it is. I've posted this on my social media before. This idea that whatever people post on social media is completely about them. So if James Charles goes fucking bonkers on this girl who reached out to him, and he goes bonkers about money and his opinion on this girl getting laid off and asking for money, people always have something to say with how other people spend their money. But whatever he feels, however he responded, is completely about him. It's a reflection of him. But at the end of the day, it's an opinion. And as the internet, we've gotten so good at responding to people's opinions and then criticizing them for it and try to tear them down for it. And it's like, you don't agree with their opinion. You don't have to comment. You don't have to tear them down. They're just words. And honestly, they hurt this girl's feelings. But other than that, what happened? Did he go find her and punch her in the face for asking? Like, what did he do exactly? It's just an opinion. We've gone from woke mob to a moral mob, and it's like, your opinion is wrong. I'm right. I'm the better person. What I think is better and more morally right. And that's just not how things work. Somebody likes a green apple, and I like a red apple, and I'm part of the morality mob. I'm gonna be like, you're pure evil for liking green apples. Do you even know what green stands for? Do you even know that the owners of green apples are the Rothschilds? Like, people will justify their opinion and their reaction. They'll justify it. Well, they did that, so I can do this. I think I just want to bring forth certain perspectives of, like, everyone's a fucking human. Like, let's stop labeling people as just pure evil, as if they have absolutely no conscience whatsoever, and so they can't take any responsibility for things. Let's watch the apology video. Another Reddit. He calls her entitled and says that she could have spent this time actually looking for a job, and that she doesn't even follow him. See, him calling her out as entitled is just his opinion and his perspective on what entitlement looks like. It doesn't make him wrong. It doesn't make him bad. It doesn't make him evil. It's just him sharing his opinion. At the end of the day, I just really don't think this whole thing is as big of a fucking deal as it seems to be on the internet, which is usually what happens. It's like you go on the internet and it's just this huge blow up. At least it's perceived as this huge blow up. But then you get into real life and you're like, yeah, okay, I gotta go to work at 4. I gotta make lunch. Like, it doesn't really fucking matter to me. Most people, it doesn't matter to them. Is the internet ruining our life? Is the internet making us think that things are actually a fucking thing when they aren't? I do wonder, like, why she would reach out to someone she doesn't follow and doesn't support. That is interesting. I don't know. All right, so let's watch this apology video.
Yesterday morning, I posted a video on this account talking about how a woman had lost.
It kind of makes me uncomfortable that he looks like that, and then he doesn't have a shirt on. Like, it looks like he needs to have a shirt on because it looks like he's a woman. And so I'm like, whoa, girl, put that shirt on.
Her job at Spirit Airlines, and she sent me a message with a GoFundMe link asking me to donate. And the video is basically me yelling at the camera, being super upset and frustrated because this person had never followed me, never supported me before, and it was clear that she had basically copied and pasted this DM to every influencer and celebrity she possibly could, asking for a handout. And I called her lazy. I said she was stupid, and I said she should have spent the time that she spent copying and pasting the message applying for jobs instead. This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it. And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know. My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention and it really hurt a lot of people. And I know that it's not that easy. I know that the job market fucking sucks right now. I have friends that are looking for jobs. I have my own employees that I try my best to take care of. And I've heard so many fucking horror stories online of companies ghosting people, recruiters wasting everybody's time, people applying for job after job and not hearing back for 6 months, a year, 2 years. I know that it's really fucking hard out there and that most people are just doing their best and trying their best to figure it out and to make it by. And if this person happened to choose sending out GoFundMe links as their method of trying to make it by, who am I to judge? Especially when you consider the fact that my method of figuring it out and getting by was making makeup videos online. I just happened to get really lucky, and now, years later, I'm in a blessed and privileged position. But as somebody with a platform, it's my responsibility to humble myself and to never take what I have for granted. And when I made that video today, that is exactly what I did.
Just quick question. What is the idea of like people having platforms, and because they have platforms, they have more responsibility to act in certain ways? And it's like, I think either way, whether you have a platform or you don't, you have the responsibility to your fellow humans to act in certain ways. There have been people, I've done it before, of reaching out to people like on Instagram for services, or, you know, if they want to hire me for something. And I've done that with like different projects that I've done. And then I see people online who take screenshots of those people and they're like, stop cold DMing people. Cold DMing is out. And then you get an advertisement. It's like, cold DMing is in. Here's how to do it right. And it's like, there's always going to be people who are like, you should do this. This works. I make $20,000 a month cold DMing people. Or you shouldn't do this. It's rude. It's unnecessary. It's wasting my time. So again, it's all different opinions that people have. All right, let's keep going.
Obnoxious, ignorant standpoint. And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry. Especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before.
If anybody is sad or disappointed from his video, he's sorry. You're sad, disappointed from my video? You consented to being on the internet and watching this video, and now I have to apologize for how you feel watching my video? No. I think that's a little odd. And the fact that he has to make this public apology. I know he also DM'd her, and then she rejected it, but who knows if she rejected the $5,000 that he sent. It's like, why are you apologizing to everybody?
For making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message
does he have boobs?
or left a comment. I understand too.
Look at
I
that.
really appreciate anybody, and I couldn't find
that.
it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that, and I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
Here's the thing too. Some of that video was funny. Some of that original video was funny. Like him being like Mr. Beast and, you know, I just hired 17,000 Spirit employees. Like, it could actually be part of a stand-up routine, but it just needs to be worded differently, right? Like, you can still have that same situation and tell it as a joke. I don't know, and then it doesn't come across as insensitive. You just need to know how to word it right. He didn't word it right. I guess the moral of this story, kind of been going around, is that people are going to have their own opinions. People are going to have their own opinions. They're going to share them. They're going to say it the wrong way. They're going to piss people off with their opinions. Like, why do we think it's our responsibility to go after them with virtual pitchforks? Again, I don't know what this guy has done in the past. I don't know if he's done anything illegal, whatever. There are worse people out there, and we are focusing our energy on someone who ranted about a girl reaching out to him asking for money. That's all it was. It's pretty basic. Pretty basic idea. And it just blew up. Again, on the internet, you can't tell, oh, well, this video went viral, and then once something goes viral, then there are fucking articles made about it, then there are apology videos, then there are a million people who make these celebrity reaction videos. I don't want to be that person. I'm not that person. Again, there's nothing wrong with those people. Okay, they're just doing their thing. They're making it their whole personality. It's not something I want to do. It's not something I'm interested in. But I'm not going to go through all of their videos and be like, you're stupid. Cancel. Pure evil. Yeah, that is my uncensored, unorganized thought on this James Charles video.